Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
If I was listening to this show, I think a big question that I would have if I got to ask me is, Thickness, let's just come out and be real about it. You don't fucking know what you're talking about at all when the word golf comes up. And guess what? You're right. I don't like golf. The Shine doesn't like golf.
Nope.
You guys, the listeners, you know. I hope.
Wait, did you just? No, I am not the Shine, you motherfucker. I'm pulling back the curtain. I saw you trying to do that on the description, motherfucker. That's a title that is taken. I am the producer. I am the producer.
There's an artist that was formerly known as the Shine.
Yes.
But that's all he will ever be now.
You never know, bro. He might re-rise,
Hey,
you know?
he might show up for episode 300. Who knows?
That'd be awesome.
Who knows what 300's got, baby boy?
I would love him to be on that show, bro.
It's interesting to talk
that boy.
about. You know what? I'm going to write 300 in paint on your canvas pad here, and we'll come back to it. But
Okay.
first, we got to talk about why, as Thickness and the Shine, a show, an entity, a way of life, we all of a sudden we give a shit about golf. Guess what? We don't. But guess what?
I pretend to.
You know what you don't have to be into golf to do?
What?
Wear a goddamn hat.
Hell yeah. A
Dude,
nice
hats-
fucking hat. At
Bro,
that.
a nice hat. Not just a hat. Like, you know, like how when you meet like a 50-year-old white dude and like, you know, he's like an engineer, but he also works on cars. He's always wearing a hat.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any dude that's going to deliver you any wisdom is
Yep.
going to be wearing like an old Ford or Porsche hat.
Yep.
And
It's the same
you know,
hat
like-
he's had for 20
Yeah.
plus years at least.
Yeah, bent brim because it's about efficiency, not style.
Mm-hmm.
Also because it's balding.
Yep.
Uh,
Gotta be a snapback
yeah.
so it's easy to snap onto your
Yeah,
head.
yeah. Snapback, it's one size for every single person.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're one of those like Mongoloids, then like, you know, I don't know, watch John Cena and do what you do. You don't. It's not for you. You're not golfing.
Yeah, you got too many fat rolls.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Maybe you should take care of that.
Bubbles doesn't have the, I don't know, strength, attention, wit, wisdom, intelligence,
To put a hat on?
or no, to golf.
Oh.
Like, to put a hat on. No, he's gross. He wears it all the
I was
time.
gonna say,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
can you imagine it being so sad that you can't figure out how a hat works?
Oh man! Did you ever put a hat on and became sad?
I don't think so.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
But you won't get that with Back Nine Problems hats.
You're gonna feel so good. And the thing I like about the Back Nine Problems hat, there's an overlying theme,
Yes.
and that theme to me is Toyota Tacomas and skull chewing tobacco. I swear to God, every single hat on this thing is camo. You couldn't be camo enough.
No.
You need
No.
light camo. You like olive camo. How about dark camo? White camo.
We got it all.
You know what? If you're trying to hide, Back Nine Problems is there for you.
Yep.
Like I'm even looking at the brim right now, and it says multi-cam on the brim, and I don't know if that means it comes with cameras in the brim.
That'd be insane.
And if there are multiple cameras, then I want you to know, scroll up a little bit, that these bad boys are only going for like $30.
Yeah,
So
$29.99.
for $30, you can get a camouflage hat with multi-cam.
Oh yeah.
Now I can't tell you legally that means that there are cameras in the brim, but what else could multi-cam mean?
There's definitely not cameras in the brim.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, like, well, I mean, am I supposed to just believe
No,
that?
no, there's cameras in there. What are you talking about?
They just
there's
had
cameras
a
in there.
bunch of assholes named Cameron pass it around, and they all wore it for a minute. Like, it's
Multi-cam.
it's an approval, like it passed the Council of Cam.
Yes.
Like,
The Council of Cam.
yeah.
That's the episode name.
The Council
right
of
there.
Cam.
Boom. Top
Yeah.
of the show. Already got it.
Got him.
Look at that. Fucking efficiency, dude.
So this episode will be brought to you by the Rough Finder. The Rough Finder is a sporting classic woodland camo, perfect for hiding in the rough while looking for your balls.
Ball. Singular.
For your one ball. Yeah, for your ball. Patches in the center of the fairway. Now nowhere
Nowhere.
near your tee shot.
It's okay. He's just autistic. Don't worry about it.
Hold
It's
on
fine.
now.
It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
we're reading that last sentence again. Patches in the center of the fairway, nowhere near your. No, sorry.
Is that how you spell nowhere? Maybe I'm autistic.
No, that's got to be how you spell it, right?
Nowhere.
Well, you got to be able to spell it on the keyboard
I missed
first.
the G. I missed the G.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
that
okay.
is okay. All right,
but
all right.
it's not about the word nowhere. Yes, I did like Billy out there and I couldn't read it. This sentence is having a hard time with me. Patches in the center of the fairway, nowhere near your tee shot.
Yes.
Patches in the center of the fairway, nowhere near your tee shot.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that? All slang? Was that like a Trinidad James song?
No, we're just dumb. It took me a second to figure it out too, right? But they're referring to the patch on the hat. And it's the center of the hat.
Center of the
like
hat's the fairway.
Yeah, and then like it's near your tee shot and you're teeing off. You know when you the first hit on. Maybe I know more about golf than I thought I did.
Here's the thing. I think we both know a lot more about grammar, and there needs to be a comma after fairway.
Sure. You know when retarded ass motherfuckers like us try to read your marketing.
Maybe type in a
lines.
little winky face.
Yeah.
You know? The old school winky face, semicolon, parentheses.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So everybody gets it.
Not the emoji, the
yeah.
classic just typed out fucking face.
These are one size fits all. They are moisture wicking. They are 4-way stretch.
No!
They're UV protected.
Wrong item.
They're definitely UV protected.
That's true.
There's no way they're
just
not.
for your head though.
Yeah, and it's 360-degree stretch.
Yes.
That's a lot better than 4-way.
One size fits all, baby.
It's snapback. Let's see what kind of materials this bad boy's made out of.
Okay, let's see.
Of course, fucking nothing. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what can they tell us about the shipping and returns? Okay.
Okay.
Dimensions.
No,
Well, okay.
They don't got nothing on these. I don't think they fill these out.
I like that they have the care instructions.
But there's no instructions for the care in there.
Which means we don't.
Oh my god.
Back 9 problems. Promo
.com.
code thickness, all lowercase.
Someday we'll have a decent ad.
Bro, get 10% off a hat, bro. Go get one. Get a divot fixer.
Yeah, get 10% off your $30 hat.
Here's the thing.
It adds up, bro.
If you buy a divot fixer and you send a picture to my Instagram of you holding the divot fixer, I'll forward it to the guys.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, promotion. Cross
You're not
promotion
getting
right
nothing
there.
else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your name on the show.
Nope. You ain't getting anything else.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna open it and then delete you. I hope you understand
Ouch,
that. Like,
ouch.
yeah, no, that's
Burned.
just.
Ouch, bro.
That's how the people want. That's what they want.
Is it?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I'm not so sure.
There isn't a lot of them.
No,
it's
there's
hard
not.
to tell.
But they're increasing.
Yeah, it is. Numbers go up every week.
Yeah, YouTube is I think at 57 subscribers now.
Okay. Oh
you
shit,
know?
we went up like 15 since last week.
Yeah. Like, dude, like we
That's
again,
good.
like we don't promote the show at all.
No.
Remember, folks,
If
the
you're-
only way that this is going to get promoted is if you do it, because we don't do it.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Like at all.
if you're hearing this show and you don't know me or the Shine,
Shout out to you, first of all.
personally,
First of all, yeah.
yeah, like, how the fuck?
Like, I'm proud of you. Thank
How
you
did-
for finding us.
Yeah, how?
Like, by being a G.
yeah, that's
Just straight
true.
up. Just, if
That's
you listen
true.
to the show and you come back more than 1 or 2 episodes
Yeah.
and you don't know either one of us in person,
yeah.
you're the man.
Oh yeah.
Likely,
Speaking of which,
or woman, but likely man.
you could be a woman, I guess. I don't know. How
Likely man.
I don't think they'd stomach that much of this.
No. They probably would have turned it off like 200 episodes ago.
Yeah. So speaking of which, we got episode 300 coming up.
Yeah, so soon, bro. You've
So
been doing.
soon.
I would have peel it back too. I don't mean to cut you off, but like at the same time, like Thickness has been doing this for 5 years, 6 years now.
Probably 6. Yeah.
Long time, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're basically a veteran at this now.
Yeah. We've been
this
doing
point,
this forever. And
For a long. Well, I mean, you have. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've been doing it with you for a long time too. You know,
Yeah.
but like you've been at this with some form of group under the same alias continually for 6 years.
Yeah,
That's
everybody
fucking
else died.
dedication, bro.
Everybody else died along the way.
Yes.
Ryan, deceased.
Yes. You still
Jerome,
survived,
Gonzo.
though. You still survived.
Mike, dead.
Yes.
Just I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
You still survived, though.
I'm still
Look
here.
at you here.
Still fucking
on,
here.
on a mountain of bodies.
And here we are, episode 294, 6 episodes away.
300.
Now let's go back and there was episode 100.
Okay.
Now we wanted, the thing is like when people are going to find a new podcast, you're going to look for something that
Milestone episodes.
milestone
Yeah,
episodes,
yeah.
either the craziest title or 100 or something that says anniversary.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like it's one of the first ones that people go to because you know that episode was probably a banger.
Right.
Uh,
right.
So episode 100, we took allegedly mushrooms. Fantastic. We had Travi P on.
Oh hell yeah!
We
Shout out to you, Travi P.
We just had a wonderful time, and like I think that all of us grew together as a group in a big way. Not just the people on the show, but everybody in the house. Participated. Allegedly in Shroomfest.
Allegedly, yep.
Episode 200. Now that was a very normal episode.
Yes.
And for episode 294, I'm going to give people the story of why. That was a very normal episode.
Okay, all right.
Episode 200 was not supposed to be normal.
I didn't know there was a story behind this.
There's. You're gonna remember this in a minute.
Okay.
It's all gonna come back.
Is it that much PTSD, or I just like shut down?
It got shut down unanimously.
Yeah. Oh God.
And you were very on board, and so was everybody else involved on the inside.
Okay.
So, we had a guest on named Sexy Jesus, who was a swinger.
Yes.
And if you guys haven't heard that episode, it's called The Power Exchange. It's still up.
Great fucking episode.
Old episode.
Sexy Jesus is the man, bro.
He's the fucking man.
It's insane.
You know, it starts with me being like, I can't believe this guy gathers people to have gangbangs on his wife, and that sometimes he doesn't even participate.
Right.
And it ends after a long, beautiful journey of me very much accepting and understanding and being really just like, these two fucking love each other.
Yeah.
You know?
At least like getting their side of the story.
Yeah. You know, saying, well, you know, because usually when you hear swingers, you just think like, I don't know, drugs are crazy, like temporary.
Yeah.
I always think temporary. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
I couldn't imagine swinging with a partner that I think I'm going to have forever.
Forever, yeah, exactly.
But, you know, that's their thing, and they're wonderful, and they're wonderful, beautiful people. And so he had actually offered for episode 200, we were going to rent a dungeon, one of his favorite dungeons.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
I remember now.
We were going to get a dungeon. It was going to be you, me, the artist formerly known as Shine.
The way this is being framed sounds terrible, too.
Yeah.
It's not what you guys think, but
it's worse.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. You, me, the formerly known artist Shine at the time, and Sexy Jesus. We were going to sit around a small stage in the dungeon.
Yep.
And his wife was going to be getting gangbanged in front of all of us while we tried to record a normal podcast.
There's no way that would have worked.
No, it would have become commentary real fast.
It wouldn't even become commentary. It would just be like a lot of we'd just be shook the entire time.
Jesus.
It's just like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't like this.
This is just now
There's
aggressive.
A lot of smells in here.
Yeah.
This is me chewing.
We're trying to have like dinner or something.
Yeah, I'm bag of fucking Takis. You guys are gross.
You guys are nasty.
So we thought we had that all figured out. We thought we were gold, and everybody's girlfriends / wives were immediately
hell
like,
no,
never.
You're not doing that. No.
So that's why 200 ended up the way it did.
Yep. Yeah.
It was supposed to be like some old Howard Stern crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a gangbang. We were gonna commentate a gangbang live.
Yep. Yeah, watch this chick get fucking ruined.
We were gonna be like getting sweat on us. That's how close we were.
Oh yes, you know.
Oh yes.
See, that would have just pissed me off from like an audio perspective. Can you imagine like trying to listen to a show while in the background you just hear
Oh yeah.
You know, just like because they're not pleasurable sounds. I'm sure. You know,
not.
I'm sure it's probably a lot of just incoherent fucking. You know.
But if you do give them their own mic.
No.
God damn it.
No. No, they would just overpower the show.
The fart
cam. It wouldn't
cam.
make any sense.
The fart cam.
The fart cam.
You got to record it separately and then mix the track in.
Just slowly underneath everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if that would be, I guess like that would work. Yeah. I guess you could do that.
Hey, see how on board you were 200 episodes
Just
ago?
mix it like really, really, really low in the background. So it's not like completely overtaking everything.
Yeah,
but it's still there.
And then in moments where like it's getting pretty crazy and the show is starting to get involved, then you can like ramp it up just a little bit.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe
where we like pan to the show in front of us.
Like maybe some dude pulls out and she shits.
Oh, Jesus.
That'd be dope. You fucking ramp the audio up on that so we can hear the pile.
Yeah, watch us.
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah. Oh,
we just grossed out a lot of people just now.
Good. I thought that was fucking.
I mean, I'm
beautiful.
kind of grossed out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I've had a grosser day.
That would have been a weird show. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, like, it sounds like fun just to record,
Would've
you
been
know,
epic.
just to see what the fuck that
I
even
think it
would
would have
turn
been
out.
fucking epic.
You know, I'm not even sure if it would be usable, to be honest. You know?
Yeah, it would have to be. We're not going to the dungeon for nothing.
Yeah, for real.
Just
I
watch
mean,
it
but
get
I mean,
good.
sometimes, you know, some audio, like, you know, if it's really bad, not even just like,
Yeah, it's like unlistenable.
yeah, like not even the fact that it's like you're listening to somebody get gangbanged, just the fact that
Yeah.
the quality doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, that'd be difficult, but that would have been a fun one, and it's not happening. It's definitely
Yeah,
not
no,
happening.
that was not
There's
happening.
nope, that's not happening.
What if we like buy a camera and we hide it like one of those tiny hiding cameras? You know, you put like a teddy bear. And
Yeah.
we hide it in a cheap motel room and we pay to get Bubbles' virginity taken.
I don't know if anyone would want to watch that.
Oh, 40 minutes, 2 seconds of him fucking, 40 minutes of him crying.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'd watch every minute of it.
I mean, I know
popcorn.
you. Maybe we should just do that for you.
Yeah. I'll watch. I'll sit in the room. A plastic bag with a face drawn on it. With
He
a
would just
balloon
get
in it.
upset and run away, probably.
He really fucking would. That puss.
You know.
He's a puss.
But for 300 though, kind of, you know, wrapping back to where we
Yeah,
started,
yeah.
right? Did you have anything in mind, or like?
I got a couple things cooking. You know, I think it's we only have so much time to achieve what I want to try to do.
Sure.
But if I can, you know, then it would be really nice if we can do like a no timer, you, me, Mark, and Mike.
Dope.
You know,
Oh,
just the
that'd be
four of
sick.
us.
Just fucking
The
around.
four of us for
Yeah.
who knows how fucking long. It could be an hour. It could be 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's just we'll just turn them on and have a good time. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe you know, maybe we accept some gifts from some woodland creatures.
Hell yeah.
And then it's 4 hours
Yeah.
of just craziness.
It'd be fun if we did like a some sort of like wordplay games too.
Oh,
you know?
that'd be a motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. Especially between the three of you guys, like,
Yeah.
be, like quick with it for sure.
That's taking 40 minutes of me crying.
Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I remember vividly on the first the 100 episode when we allegedly took gifts from the you know,
Yeah, the
forest
elves.
gnomes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what it
yes.
was.
And I remember that when one particular elf handed you quite a large bag for your
Yeah.
particular fucking just eat all of it, right?
Yeah, good luck.
That was when I was producing this, just doing audio editing and just
Yeah.
monitoring the recording, right? So like I was just fucking, I got to just take shrooms and allegedly, and just and just hang out. And I look over and I see you just like nervous because I mean, your last experience prior to this was very poor when it came
Yeah.
to psychedelics.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So like the anxiousness, understandably,
Yeah, I was terrified.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
rolls in, right, and then you look over at me and just hand the bag over, and I sweep it really fast for me.
Yeah.
Just fucking eat them, you know. And I remember definitely at one point, Mike, aka The Shine, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
formerly an artist known, whatever the fuck how you say it. He just started going silent after a while.
He at one point
You
just
know?
put the microphone down on his stomach and said,
Yeah.
"I'm done."
Yeah, he's like, I'm over it.
I'm
dude.
over it, I'm done.
Yeah, like at one point, like it became you talking to him, and he's slowly not responding
Yeah,
anymore.
and then Travis P with just the occasional "ch." Ch.
Yeah, you just,
No words for 22 minutes.
he'll say something not even like a truly
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
factual statement, and he'll just be like, "Sure, yeah."
Although I gotta give it to The Shine, that was probably the funniest joke I ever heard him make was on that episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he told Travis that his father looks like the kind of guy who's read the whole dictionary and just chooses not to use the information. It's such a weird fucking.
Hell yeah.
It was perfect.
Oh yeah, it's very elaborate for sure.
It's
God
like what
damn.
the fuck? Like, it's so awesome. Oh man, so I had a funny weird moment this week. So as I kind of brought up before, I've been in and out of the hospital like a lot.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Right.
But I was all right. So I'm sitting and I'm waiting to get picked up because I dropped the car off to the roommates in the emergency room. So I'm getting a ride. I'm waiting for my girl to pick me up, and there's this dude he's a nurse of some sort. He's got the he's got the white coat, but it's open, and then he's got the scrubs on underneath, and then the hat. He looks like he's probably like a assistant in surgery.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he's just like this tall, older black dude. He's smoking a cigarette. The only reason I say he's black is because of this. So he's on the phone, and I'm just kind of sitting like 10 feet from him, just kind of like staring at the ground, waiting to get picked up, worried about what's going on inside. And he's talking about, just regular bullshit. But then he goes to hang up, and he goes, all right, I gotta get the surgery. Nah, he's white. And then he hung up, and then he walked back into the hospital. And just so many questions entered my mind.
Yeah.
Does that make him more comfortable or less comfortable?
Right.
Like if he dies under the needle, is he like, that's one for us? You know what I'm saying?
That's point system.
Yeah, he's like,
oh my god.
She's like, oh, surgery. Are you nervous? That sounds really like scary.
Yeah.
Nah, he's white. Fuck him. He'll be all right.
His health insurance will take care of it.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
It'll be
Trust
fine.
Me. I'm sure there's already a GoFundMe with tons of fucking people clicking on the link and shit.
Yeah. His
are.
parents probably still love him.
He gonna
It's
make
fine.
money off this shit. Fuck him.
It makes you wonder what the question was on the phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He just straight up just I gotta go to surgery. Pause. Nah, he's white.
Yeah. Do you think it was? Yeah, I go into surgery. It's like, yeah, brother. It's like,
Yeah,
nah, he's white.
Like that was hella important to them. Is it a black man? No. Nah, he's white. It's all right.
Fuck him then.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll be a little bit late. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, going into surgery, you better not be helping out one of those Palestinians. Nah, he's white.
Oh, yikes.
He's white.
Topical.
Oh,
Got him.
we're hitting him today.
Got him.
folks.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking couple weeks, so
It's
yes.
been a long couple
Yeah.
fucking. That war is crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I've been watching the fuck out of it.
Well, they've been warring for what, like
A long
couple
time.
100 years now?
It's a long time.
A long fucking
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and I finally figured out why too. Like,
Hmm.
I can give like the stupid version of why.
Yeah, for dummies.
Yeah, so the Jews were there first.
Yep.
The Muslims came in
Yep.
and kind of kicked out the Jews.
Yep.
The Jews started going into Europe hella tough. Some French writer or something goes into France, notices that there's tons of anti-Semitism, and he's like, this is fucked up. We got to get the Jews their shit back. So now that shit's like Palestine, like the West Bank and Gaza and all that, Jerusalem, all that land, right? And they're like, hey, we want the Jews to have this back. And they're like, get fucked. You think we're just going to, I mean, we all live here. Like, you think you're just going to, you were just going to give it to you?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. But being Jews, wise, they just started buying tons of land. Right?
Oh, yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
the Jews, they all got
They
together.
own it all. Yep.
They got together and being like, just start buying everything, dude. Like, if we buy every house in the district, then it's our district. And then it got to the point where it was almost like a 50-50 kind of thing. And then I think it was either a World War II or something where we kind of were like, all right, like there was some type of treaty and the Palestinians didn't really want to go for it. So the Jews said, fuck it, it's ours. And then they got immediately put into war with like Egypt, Iran, Turkey, the Palestinians themselves that were still living there in Gaza and the West Bank. They got fucking everybody circle war around Israel. And Israel was like, dude, put everybody on the ground. We're killing everybody on all sides. And they won. Israel won. They took on like the whole Middle East.
They are still right now.
Yeah.
Technically.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's funny now. But so
That's a word I wouldn't say.
Yeah, so-
that I wouldn't necessarily use, but sure.
so they keep
I also like, sorry, the side note, I also like that you snuck in West Bank in there too.
yeah.
The U.S. West Bank. Is that really like
Yeah, it's right outside of Gaza. Yeah, the West Bank.
But the main issue as
So,
far as like
in Israel,
yeah,
the Palestinians are in the West Bank and Gaza mostly.
right.
So imagine those almost like two states in the U.S., Israel being the U.S.
Yeah, is that the holy site area? Is Gaza like part
That's
of the
Jerusalem.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember that they were warring over a holy site too, and I just didn't know where it was. But.
Well, because the Jews believed that land was given to them by God. That's why they wanted it back so badly.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just like, this is ours. God told it was ours, and the Palestinians are like, get fucked, dude. You guys moved out hell long ago. We lived here now. Then you came in, started gentrifying everything, making us look poor and shit. And like now you just want to say we can all die so you can have your fucking streets back. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's in the name of God.
Yeah,
so like, okay.
So then the Palestinians were like, I'm going to throw a rock at that guy. And Israel's like, well, then I'm going to fly a drone over his house and blow up 3 buildings.
It will make you look bored.
Yeah, dude.
You're going to be the Section 8 housing now.
And the 2 things I've been watching about this war, because I don't watch American news right now.
Yeah, fair.
Because it's going to be political. Israel, if you're American, you're on Team Israel. Because that's where all the American flags are.
Right.
That's where our money's going. That's whose side we are, quote unquote, on the war. So it's like, if you're going to watch American news, just know you're Team Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might hear some pro-Palestinian shit, but realistically, it's going to be pretty one-sided. So I watch one thing called Funker 530, which is like Cody. Shout out to Cody. He showed it to me, and it's a veteran ran. And they basically do, what's it called? Like, they build war maps.
Oh.
And they're tacticians, so they follow the war and every attack live. They're geo-pointing them on their war map and then separating it and coding it to where it's like you can basically see on a live map 24/7 what troops are where, what territories occupied by whom. And then in the meantime, they're also showing like GoPro footage of people getting their heads blown off, explaining tactics, explaining the plans. Like this, like I started watching that with the Ukraine-Russia thing because it was pretty good to see, like, all right, like this is what's happening in Kiev, this is what's happening in Chernobyl.
Yeah, like what's actually happening.
Yeah, this is, but also it's like this is what Russia's going to be going for. This is the key fights. These are going to be the ones that are more important. So it's like, it's really cool to see it from that side. And then I watched something else called like The First Point or something, which it's like the narrator's like an Indian woman. Like in full garb, and it's America's almost never on topic except for when they're actually doing something.
Right.
So it's straight up like it's either Indian news or it's probably Indian. Honestly, it's only that one Indian woman that I've ever seen, but I watch all of their shit because it's unpolitical. So you're seeing kind of everything. It's like on one side, on the American side, right? It's like Hamas paratroopers in the middle of the night and just starts fucking raping and kidnapping and killing everybody.
Yeah.
So
that's basically what happened. Yeah.
So Israel should have the right to defend itself. Now on the other end, we as a nation and most of the world okayed the genocide of Palestine.
Yeah.
We're literally all going, kill them all.
Yeah, I mean everybody is. Yeah.
So that's the interesting part about getting to see that from a non-American news source is you get to see a little bit of both. Like I still don't know whose side I'm on except for Israel. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel you there because I'm not really informed enough on like all the tiny minute details because like
it's property wars.
It sounds like at first glance based off our conversation that Palestine just being a bunch of bitches, but at the same time, like then you bring in the whole like, well, then Israel kind of used a little too much force to get what they wanted, like because it sounds like all like Jewish folks and everything in general left, and then came back going like, hey, you live here, but we want it back, give it back now, and they didn't get what they wanted. And so war happened,
Yeah.
Like I know it sounds, I'm trivializing it because there's a lot more to it.
There's a lot more, obviously, yeah.
But that's like what it kind of sounds like the roots are.
That's why I said
is
like
kind of ridiculous,
And that's why I said I was coming from the perspective of like it's dumb.
Yeah.
That's because it's like there's so much more to it.
Sure.
Yeah. To me, it does feel like a little kid hit another kid with a rock and took over the playground.
Yeah.
And then 3 generations later, that kid's grandson came and stabbed the other one.
Yeah.
And was like, this is my playground now. And then the other one he healed, but he was never really the same.
Yeah.
And he was, and the one that stabbed him was like, look, God gave me this playground. All right. Like, I know that you've been playing here. I know that your dad played here, and I know that your grandpa played here. But my great grandpa played here.
So it's mine.
Yeah.
And you can't have it now.
You can hang out over the swing sets, and occasionally I'm going to come piss all over them.
Yeah. Yeah.
While you're sitting on them. And then the kid that's like, the kid that's getting fucking tortured, it's like, wait, hold on a minute. So you're saying like 4 generations ago this was your slide, but for the last 3, including mine, this has been my slide, and I just had to give it to you? Mm-hmm. It sounds like we've had more time on the slide, sir.
Yeah. It sounds like you just want what's not yours anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Like, so, yeah. I mean, again.
I mean, I don't really know.
Well, none of us do.
I just watch a lot of footage on it because,
Yeah.
like, it's Call of Duty in real life. There ain't no CGI in that bad boy. Not at all, dude.
Get some real
You want to
fucking
see
shit.
some rockets?
Some real shit.
Dude, Israel just stepped it up into laser warfare.
Holy fuck.
Have you heard of the
dude.
Iron Dome?
No.
Well, then you have not heard of the Iron Beam. Dude, the Iron Dome was developed by Dick Cheney.
No shit.
It's a missile
shit.
defense system that Israel has.
Yeah.
That's like 99.7% effective
Oh.
at shooting counter missiles.
Did we talk about this off show or on show? I can't remember.
I think it was off show, maybe on the show.
I don't remember either.
Essentially, it's hurling projectiles at rockets,
Yes.
and it cost about $30,000 per projectile to fire it.
Christ, dude.
And those rockets cost almost about $100,000 to make. So, I mean, it's a really expensive war when you
Right,
think about the fact
sure.
that they're firing thousands of rockets and thousands of anti-rockets. So now they developed a laser beam.
Wow.
A real laser
Wow.
beam.
We're getting into some real sci-fi shit. God
And
damn.
And what it's meant for designing, it's designed for shooting down bombs that are like, have like wings. So some bombs you just drop. It's a
Right.
bomb.
Right.
Some bombs you shoot, and then you can fly and pilot them until they crash. And some bombs you shoot, and they can just fly for a while
Right. And then eventually
and
drop.
then descend.
Yeah.
So it's meant for shooting shit like that, which is what most of the rockets are.
Mm-hmm.
It's
coordinated
they're-
based.
Yeah, they've got fins. Some of them even have propellers, and in America, a lot of them have cameras now, and they're drone operated, which is fucking sick, dude.
You're using Xbox controllers probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Of some
yeah.
kind, you know.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's literally, it's like, all right, what do we gotta do here? It's like, well, this is a bomb, and I need you to put a DJI drone in it. That's only gonna be used one time. sir.
Yep.
This is gonna be kamikaze.
$100 trillion budget, baby.
Oh my god.
Fucking-
Yeah. Fuck the public school.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I mean, it's like, what do you want? Like,
Hey,
to be
we're fine.
to be for sure protected
Hey.
with some other shit that doesn't work out too well.
Hey.
Or hey, you got some nice
Freedom.
things, but you might not.
How many of
you
us
might
were
not be
really
protected?
How many of us are really supposed to be doctors?
I mean, probably not a lot.
Look, there's a lot of jobs.
Probably not a
there's
lot.
A lot of jobs to fill that aren't going to require the best and brightest minds in the world.
that needs the stupid.
And
yeah.
we need these people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah.
look, let's keep having nice private schools
Yep.
that are completely rigged and overly expensive unless you know the right people.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll lead you down that path. And then for general pop, we need laborers. We need cooks. We need mechanics.
Yep.
We
yep.
need people just dying in car accidents. It's good for numbers. It's good for insurance.
EMT, gets them out on the road, and they're doing their job, and that flows the economy
Oh,
because then medical bills roll in,
Oh yeah,
and then-
State Farm's like,
Right?
does he have it next to kin, or do we just get out of this
Yeah.
one?
Hey, and those bottom of the barrel jobs where like you are
Yeah.
working at a Starbucks, and then you're like in your 30s and probably should be doing something else, but you're still there.
Yeah.
Like that maybe you're meant to be there.
Yeah.
And if you're upset and you're hearing us roast you and you're in this situation,
Fuck you, bitch.
change it.
Yeah,
Change it.
bitch.
Make it better.
Yeah.
This is your PSA. Do better.
It's crazy.
motherfucker.
It's crazy to think of like, imagine you're working at an insurance company, right?
Yeah.
And you just got called that one of your clients was in a fatal car accident, and then you look into their file. You realize it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're about to go home for the weekend. You look into their file and you realize there's no next of kin. They have no family. They have no will. This was just a floater, just a dude in the
Just
world.
kind of a number in the space.
Yeah. And now you look at it, you go, oh, that's way less paperwork I have to do. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday.
Goodbye.
Feel the
Hey,
night.
they're just numbers, bruh.
I
You
know. Yeah. And
At
like,
the end of the day, no one gives a fuck that you and I are here.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck that you
but
know.
I do like the idea if you have nobody in this world, at least know that you'll make the day of some insurance agent when they realize they don't have to fucking hunt down your fucking wife
God.
or brother.
So dark. Know that you alleviated somebody's job.
Yeah.
That's all you're worth. It's
Yeah.
just a few seconds of, I get to go home early. And that's it. That's all. That's
That's
your
it.
whole existence.
That's
it, all,
it.
it only amounts
Bro.
to that.
Bro, speaking of existence, one short, one longer. One short, I saw a homeless dude this week with a horse.
How?
A horse.
How?
A nice horse.
How?
I don't know. Yeah.
He stole that horse.
He for
He
sure stole the
that
horse. He for sure stole that
And
horse.
that horse is just game.
Dude, it's
He's
crazy.
like, I'm down.
Like, there's all this construction work going on. And then in the back of the construction work, there's a small encampment.
Yeah.
And I peer in. It's not a construction worker. It is a homeless fella. Looks like a tweaker
Yep.
with a white horse.
Oh, wow.
A beautiful, white,
Oh, wow.
majestic creature.
It's beautiful.
It was a majestic creature of this land. It was white. It was prideful. It never told a lie.
And take care of its family.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shined up its hooves. Nothing too crazy, just to get work done.
I think it may even come with a boomstick.
I'll tell you what, that horse right there, it's a good man.
That's a good white
It's
horse.
a good man.
White
That's one of
horse.
Jesus' horses right
One
there.
of Jesus.
They would've
Baby
won.
Jesus.
They would have summoned him and Gandalf. They would have summoned a horse like that if they had a chance. That's all I'm saying.
Can you imagine Gandalf going, instead of whistling, just going, hey, come on out.
Well, goddamn.
Where you at? Oh, there you are, you beautiful white baby horse.
You look fast.
God damn.
Oh, I'm going to love on you. Let's go fuck with some midgets. Let's go watch them die as I send them into a volcano through hordes
Yeah.
and hordes of undead.
Yeah, I'm a over like very powerful wizard,
Yeah.
that's lasted and lived hundreds
Yeah.
of years and seen the dawn of mankind evolve into a whole new era. But I can't go to the volcano because that's scary.
That's a lot, you know? Yeah.
You're asking a lot from
I have,
me right
I
now.
have the power of pocket eagles and infinite light.
Yes.
But
But
that's-
I'm not walking to that fucking
that's
volcano.
just too much.
That's,
We're gonna-
you guys can go.
Nobody's going to see a midget coming in.
You're small, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. No one can see
Two
you.
midgets and a meth and a cave
Right.
meth head?
You just take your gardener with you, and you'll go. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he loves you.
Together, you
He's a weird kind of loves you, too. So
Like-
good luck dealing with that.
didn't really even know you until this point too
Right?
well. Like you knew you.
You were just Mr.
but
Frodo to
you
him.
weren't friends.
Yeah, he was just cutting your fucking lawn and shit, making
What?
your hedges look nice.
What's going on here, Sam?
Yeah.
It just turns into an intervention.
Yeah.
What?
The
What's
crazy
going on
part,
here?
The crazy part is, and it's like, it's not until the end that you find out that Sam loves puss.
Yes.
Because as soon as he
Yes.
sees a woman,
He jumps on that
he,
shit.
he
Yeah.
fucking puts 18 children in her.
Yeah.
And becomes like a mayor.
Yeah.
Like,
Because the town's half of it is kids now.
yeah, dude. He got voted in. He just,
It's unanimous
majority.
vote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
oh my god! Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's-
I mean that whole movie would have not shocked me at the end when Frodo wakes up in the Shire, or no, with the elves, and everybody's like in white and seeing them wake up at one time. If Sam would have just came up and fucking kissed him,
just planted one on him.
Yeah, man,
just,
that
I
would've
fucking
been-
thought you were dead.
it would have made way more sense than
Yeah.
Frodo being like, "I guess I'm gonna kill myself with my 1,000-year-old
Yeah.
uncle."
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Sam got some pussy, so I'm gonna ride the boat to never fucking hell.
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
go die now. Somebody somewhere who's a Lord of the Rings fanatic is screeching right
Good.
now.
Good. I hope Frodo went on the boat because his PTSD was too much. And
I mean, yeah, that's really what. That's kind of. I think pretty sure
yeah.
that's what it was.
And his love for Sam's cock. for elven bread, as he called it.
It's like, hey man, this is forbidden. We can't be doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the opposite side of the planet so that you can stay over here.
Yeah, there's one episode or one part in the Twin Towers where very distinctly Sam is, they're both covered in dirt. They're on the side of the fucking mountain. They just found Schmeagol, and they're watching Tweega. They're watching Schmeagol climb rocks and tweak the fuck out in front of them all the time. And they're starting.
He goes the tweaker of the Lord of the Rings series. I never thought of it like that.
And then Sam looked right up at Frodo. They were getting a fire going, and he was like, "Look, we're almost out of the elven bread, but I've got elven steak, and I want to blow a load right in your fucking mouth."
God.
And I remember Frodo just did that thing where he just smiled with his eyes almost watering.
Yes.
And then
he's so happy.
Yeah.
He was so happy.
And then it was just morning, and it was just like, did they fuck?
I'm pretty sure they did.
They might have fucked.
Yep.
Yeah. Sam's
a lot of innuendos for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. They must have at least one time in either the Twin Towers or in Return. There has to have been like just one secret kiss scene that nobody knows about.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
It just makes it all make. Sam is literally willing to die for Frodo.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm your gardener. Gandalf told me to take care of you, and I mean to make do on my promise.
He was bigger than him.
Yeah.
He was more resilient.
Yep.
He had more survival skills.
Yep.
He was great with
His
Puss.
instincts were so much better.
Puss Commander.
Yes. Puss Slayer.
Dude, yeah, just the birther of children. The father of shires.
The father of Shires.
And he's just
Samwise Gamgee.
And he's just falling around this frilly haired poo pusher. Watching him almost faint all the time.
Like go through PTSD and shit.
He's somehow getting paler. They've been in nothing but the sun for months.
I saved you from a giant spider.
Yeah. Dude, he saved him from a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah, honestly, like everyone knows for sure, if Sam wasn't in the movie, Frodo would have died in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't in the trilogy.
It just really doesn't explain why he just
loved him.
Loved him.
I'm sure the books maybe leaned on it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the movies did really not like. You just kind of accepted that they were best friends.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, they must be cool.
Yeah. At least Merry and Pippin were brothers.
Yeah, and twins.
Yeah,
to make it even more like.
Right. It made sense then.
And even them, like, they were able to separate those two.
Yeah.
Pippin.
I don't know.
Pippin becomes, he hangs out with that king for a while.
Yeah, he becomes the king's bitch.
The king's, the king of men, I think.
Yeah. In Gondor. Yes, Gondor.
Yeah, and then I don't remember where fucking Mary went. I don't know. Was he with the trees?
Mary went with I'm trying to remember now. It's been a minute.
Who did Mary go with?
Shit, they split up.
They started doing Lost
because the orcs showed up. And I remember in the end of the first movie, and they took the twins. Then the orcs ran with them all the way. They're going to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Yep. Pile of burning bodies.
Yeah. Then they go into the trees.
Yeah, and then the trees fuck up Mordor.
And they
not Mordor, but like a camp.
Isengard.
Yeah.
Isengard or whatever the fuck. When did they split up? Fuck, when? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember where the fuck Mary went because I remember the whole thing because Pippin has a song.
Yeah,
he has a song.
Yeah, the song, a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, and like I remember,
it's a big moment too.
They get like reacquainted with him, and it's like a whole thing.
Like Pippin got taller or something, and Mary's like measuring against him and stuff. Yeah, where did Mary go?
Because the three, obviously Aragorn and the Gremlin and the fucking Archer poo push.
The Archer poo push?
Orlando Bloom?
Aragorn? Oh, you mean Legolas? Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about Aragorn for a second. I was like, the main protagonist of the show?
They just kind of went on like a slaughter fest. From what I remember, and nobody was with the fucking wizard. I don't know where the fuck Mary went.
Because Gandalf died in
the first one.
And
then
was reborn,
but not really.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Where did Mary go in Lord of the Rings?
This is something we're looking up on the show.
Hey, it's important. You know what I'm saying?
It is important.
Let's see. What happened to Mary, Lord of the Rings? Merry and Pippin died at the ages of 109. That's way after the show or the movie.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Man, people are actually looking up that shit for like characters, what like they were doing post the movie series and whatnot. Jesus fuck, dude. Where did Mary where did Mary go when he split with Pippin. Lord of the Rings. Yes. Okay. Let's see.
He's part of the Rohirrim army?
No. Yeah. Oh! He did join the army at one point.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that,
yeah.
but I don't remember how he got there.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember how he got
but
there.
I do remember him being like suited up at one point. And,
Yeah.
like, his armor's like clearly too big for him because he's
Right.
a midget.
Right. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't. Damn, dude. I legit do not remember shit.
Bro, might
for
have
Mary,
to
dude.
might have to hit an LOTR run. Bro.
I know, dude. For real,
It's
bro.
been long enough. I haven't seen Faramir get bowed down to death in a long time.
You're gonna watch all three movies in the extended edition and shit.
You
too,
have to.
You know,
yeah.
100%.
2 days of my life.
We just want to watch Sam and Frodo fuck again.
Oh yeah, I just want to see the loads. I want to see the size of the loads and the viscosity, because they clearly dehydrated. So you know it's like thick oatmeal-y loads. It's like all clumps and texture.
Oh my god.
Fuck, I got time to do that right now.
Yeah,
'cause
I
I'm
legit.
fucking cat sitting.
Oh, I think I actually just might have found it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gandalf drags Pippin with him to Gondor and leaves Merry with Theoden. And
Theoden was Boromir's people.
Theoden was the son of what's his bucket from Rohan.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I think Theoden died.
I remember now. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, he was worn with those motherfuckers for a while. Because don't they get kicked out of Rohan?
Yes. Yeah, the
Yeah.
writers get kicked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he goes with them.
But does he though? I don't know if he does. Because remember, like Gandalf rides out to go find them and then brings them to say the Two Towers
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
all that shit and everything. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, I like how in reality those two were almost just gone from that story forever
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
get separated and like
Yep.
they could have just died. Like Mary could have just died on the field, and Pippin could have just gotten slaughtered by that king at any moment.
Pretty
And-
much.
And like as soon as the first movie's over, they're pretty much useless for the rest of the series.
Yeah,
They just have their
they're
own.
kind of in the background.
They just got some screen time. They're for comic effect.
Yeah, they're there for like the war
Comedic
and
effect.
stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
because they show up for that at the very end of the third movie.
Yeah, but what do they? You know, they scream, they raise their sword, they get fucking backhanded by an orc.
They maybe stab one or two like orcs who's like their backs
Yeah,
turned.
yeah,
you
they're
know?
about to hatchet Gandalf in the back of the head, and they finally get one.
Yes, exactly.
And then Gandalf's like, "Oh, maybe you did belong in the battlefield this whole time.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
telling you to hide, but now I know that you're a man and I could trust you." And then they get backhanded by another dwarf, and they go
Yep.
flying across the
Yeah,
castle.
they just passed out for the next rest part of the battle or something.
Gandalf just sighs and stabs another one. It's like, fucking pussies. I hate these kids.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, and there's a point when Pippin looks into that like Sauron's eye thing.
Oh yeah,
Planeteer, or
yeah.
what the fuck it's called.
See, I can remember all the Pippin shit.
Yeah, dude, I remember a lot of Pippin stuff. I don't
Yeah.
remember like
Any Mary?
You know, Mary didn't get it. Maybe he didn't get a whole lot of screen time.
Maybe.
Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
you know, that's probably why we don't remember.
Yeah.
Because it like all the screen time that he probably got were like very short. He was like with another character.
Yeah.
You know, and they were all doing something as a group. But Pippin has a lot of like Pippin is doing something,
Yeah.
and then everyone reacts to it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's a Pippin
Right.
arc.
Yeah,
when
like-
he joins the king.
Pippin's the man, dude.
Pippin is the
He's
fucking man.
even got a better name.
Pippin
you
says
know?
been pimpin'. says
Yeah,
been
Pippin the Pimpin.
Yeah.
Pimpin'.
Pippin.
Yeah,
The
dude.
pimple popper. Puss.
The pimple popper?
Yeah.
Oh
It's all
god.
peas.
Yeah, the pimpin' Pippin, pimple popper.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard to say.
Yeah.
Jesus, say that 5 times fast.
No.
Okay, all right, word.
I might have to do that though, because the Lord of the Rings run, because I'm fucking cat sitting right now.
Dude.
So I had my first experience of what it would be like to live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, by yourself.
A one-bedroom apartment in specific.
Oh, okay.
So let me give you my first take. I've been there for about an hour, and then I left.
Already over it?
It's interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
So first, parking
To
spot.
say the least.
Parking spot tight.
Yes.
Tight. You only
Yeah.
get one, and we need to fit a lot in here.
Yeah, that structure's bad over there too.
Very tight.
Yeah.
I get up to the room and I open the door. I go to turn the light switch on. That turns on a lamp.
What?
Yeah. Not a light that's in the ceiling that God and electrician put there. A lamp.
My mind filled in like you would expect light from the ceiling, but then like a lamp across the room.
Yeah.
You know, is that how it is?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Like this is wired into a lamp? There's no light in here?
The lamp's not even near this where the switch is.
That means it was dark when you moved in. Until you got the lamp.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they leave the lamp?
No.
There was no lamp there.
No, you had to probably get one.
Yeah, so I
walk around with a fucking phone light.
I turn on the lamp, and immediately the toilet bowl starts filling.
Oh.
And I was like,
Spooky.
Great, somebody was just shitting in here.
Yeah.
Right before I opened the door.
Yep.
Now I gotta fight a ghost.
Yeah. We're gonna go tussle now.
I look out my first window, and I'm looking directly into somebody else's apartment.
Yep.
So I close that shade.
Yep.
And then I go out and I look in the other one, and I'm looking into 2 different balconies of people's apartment. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Jesus.
Yep. The privacy is not a thing.
No,
that's
not
for
at
fucking sure.
Not at all. And apparently the people who live under me argue violently all the time.
Yep.
So I'm excited for my first encounter with that.
Yeah.
I have a few plans.
Okay.
I think one, there will be a verbal warning.
Yes. Yes.
After the verbal warning, now I am part of this argument.
Oh no.
Because I get the warning. So I'm cat sitting for your sister, my friend.
Yep.
And I get the warning, like, yeah, the downstairs neighbors, who we also know,
are a problem
and are degenerates.
Yep.
And they're like, lately they've been arguing super tough, all the way until like 11:30 at night, screaming at each other.
Oh fuck no!
And I told her, I was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If this happens and it's 11 o'clock at night and I get woken up by screaming, you're not gonna have this problem by the time you come back.
Yeah.
When you come back, that will no longer be a thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
You can deal with that.
Yeah.
I will be involving myself.
Yes, I will silence it fast.
Yeah, I will either be from the balcony to the bottom floor instantly.
Yes.
To confront Cheddar Bob.
Yeah.
Which is what I call him. I will. Yeah. Yep. I'm either gonna ragdoll Cheddar Bob or I'm gonna just call the cops.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like there's a baby in there.
No.
They're screaming and yelling and breaking shit.
They should have gotten CPS calling them long time ago.
Yeah, they might.
They probably already have.
That baby. I'm talking about again.
Oh, okay.
From your boy.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like it's yeah.
But I mean, I've learned enough about them to know that baby would probably be better off.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. He'd probably be better off by himself, which is fucked to say,
so,
but it's probably true.
So if I have to, all I'm saying is that argument. If it starts tonight's going to be the only night it fucking happens.
Good to know.
I'm getting up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
And at 11 p.m. I will not be listening to that cowering under my blanket because nothing can hurt me when I'm under my blanket.
I need to be sleeping.
Yeah. Yes. Did you ever feel that when you were a little kid?
Yeah, of course.
Under the blanket,
of course.
Nothing can hurt you?
Yeah.
I still feel that now.
It's more so like for me now, I think just the feet thing, you know? You get that little, like your feet are sticking out, you know, and maybe even hanging over the bed a little bit. Yeah. And your mind starts to wander just a little too much. And all of a sudden you find yourself like squeaking your feet up into the scooting them up into the blanket.
I can't have a ghost be grabbing my shit and yanking me into the other hole.
We ain't playing footsies, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, sir. No, sir. But yeah, so I'm interested. The cats that I'm watching, I've known their whole lives, and they're wonderful. So that's gonna be really fun. You know, like immediately, Thor just jumps up into my lap as soon as I sat down.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, I remember you."
And then Loki, as Loki does, is staring at me from the darkness around the corner.
Lurking.
One eye just in a completely different room.
Yep.
And the other one focused right on my heart. Like, it's fucking terrifying every time.
Dude, both of them really did fall into their names.
It's perfect.
Like spot on.
Dude, the Thor's bigger.
Yeah.
Loki was the runt.
Yep.
Loki hides and is terrifying and up to mischief.
Yep. It only comes to you when he wants to,
but Thor's like a dog.
Yes.
He's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're just vibing, bro.
You want to get high?
You kicking it? Yes. Yeah, dude, he's such a stoner. He's such a stoner, bro. Yeah, when my sister lived with me and we'd be out in the studio space or wherever and I'd be like smoking, he would literally meow at the door if it was closed until I let him in because he wanted to get high, bro. And he every time.
He'd climb up in the rafters above where the garage door opens and he'd just be chilling.
Yeah, because he knows where all the smoke will just eventually climb to the top, so he's just getting whiffs up there.
Yeah, we did plenty of podcasts with Thor in here because he was just hanging out.
He's just vibing.
He wasn't meowing.
He was a good cat.
Wasn't freaking out.
He's a real good cat.
Yeah, so now I'm excited when I go home. I'm going to play with the cats, but also the PS5.
Hell yeah!
This will
reaping
be
the benefits, boy.
This will be my trial run. Is it over the line
Yeah.
if I buy and leave Spider-Man for your sister?
Oh, damn.
And just so I can play it over this next week. I will be finishing
No,
it.
it's not over the line at all. No,
Like-
no.
It's like,
If
look,
anything, it's a free game for her. If
Yeah.
it's is it over the line for you, is my thing.
not if I get to play Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, there's the answer.
Here's how
There
I
you go.
feel about it. All right, let's say it's a AAA game, so
Mm-hmm.
but PS5, so it's gonna be probably 60 to 80,
Okay.
maybe 80. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Depending on probably like how new the game is,
Yeah.
right?
Saturday, my girl's busy the entire day,
Fuck yeah.
so I know I've got plenty of
All day.
ample game time.
Yep.
Sunday game time,
Yep.
and then after work every day while I'm hanging out with the cats, I think I might be, depending on how long it is.
Mhm.
If I could finish it, then I got my money's worth.
Hell yeah.
I totally got my money's
That's
worth.
fair. That's fair.
Like there's other games that might already be on that PS5 that get my attention first, but
Mhm.
I'm thinking about just going straight for Spider-Man, dude.
I mean,
I want
it's a
to
good
play it.
one. It's a good,
I want to fucking play
the
it.
second one, the most recent one, right?
The one that came
the-
out on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard really good reviews on it. you
Dude, they
know?
already. Here's the thing about a game like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like Forza.
Mhm.
They mastered the mechanics
Yes.
already.
Yep, yep.
So now all they have to do is work on
Content.
content.
yeah.
It looks like there's a whole story.
Yeah.
Now I played
Yep.
Spider-Man for the PS4. I platinumed it personally.
Yep.
I can't
Great
tell
game.
you. I can't tell you that much about the story. To be honest
I
with you,
remember a little bit.
I remember a little bit, but honestly, like
It's the game in the world that you're
honestly,
playing.
yeah. But if you watch the trailers for the new one, I mean, there's whole scenes where you are Peter Parker.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mask off in this one.
Yeah.
Miles Morales also seems to have a lot of mask off.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you're playing as both.
Yes.
Yeah. And like the whole point of the game is like you're almost playing two games at once.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
so
sick.
So I mean, fuck. Like I almost like want to take this next 6 days and like this tells me, do I want a PS5 or not?
I mean, it's a good way to test for it. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because I mean, like,
I would suggest maybe trying an additional game that's far different from Spider-Man.
yeah.
Also,
Well,
you
it's
know?
got to be something they already have.
fair. Fair.
Games I know for sure are that are going to be on that console. I know Ghost of Tsushima will be on that console,
Heard great things.
and I wanted to play that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know most likely God of War is on that console.
Yep. Likely.
And I know there's just going to be a few AAA games for sure
Mm-hmm.
because there's no way. Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's what she is pretty like on top of playing most of the modern AAA games.
I asked her before she left. I was like, "Did you get Spider-Man yet?" And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "No." Should I get Spider-Man? And I was like, well, "I'm getting Spider-Man."
yeah. So you know what? Never mind.
The answer is yes. Whether or not it's there before I arrive is irrelevant.
Right?
You have Spider-Man. You have the new one. Okay.
She like
'cause-
buys it on the PlayStation app and like
Yeah.
already has it pre-downloaded. Like, oh fuck! Like, I already have it.
yeah. Dude, I want to play the. Oh my god, it looks so good. They added.
Yeah.
It looks like they've added a wingsuit mechanic.
Ooh.
And god damn it, dude, a wingsuit with it. Oh.
I was gonna say that is in line with the that one series you played a whole lot.
Just
right?
'Cause.
Yes. Yeah.
Just cause, yeah, wingsuit.
You loved that game.
Wingsuit,
Yeah.
tether, and parachute.
Yeah.
So you can fucking Spider-Man into your wingsuit and parachute down.
Yep.
Oh man, but with Spider-Man mechanics,
Even better.
fucking A.
Even better.
Fucking A. I mean, Spider-Man, like, it's like you just climb up a building and jump off it. It's that fun. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, something about just swinging around, you
Yeah.
know. And I remember, like, I think we talked about this too last time. The first Spider-Man that Insomniac Games did, well, on the PS4 one, I should say, because I think didn't Insomniac make another Spider-Man in the past?
Probably the one for PS2.
I can't remember who made that. Well, anyways, point being is that, yeah, like around the time that the PS4 game Spider-Man came out,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of interviews talking about like how they were approaching web slinging,
Yeah.
and they referenced all the old PS2 games and certain ones and what about them specifically was so like I guess, addicting, you know? And like recreated it, and to your point, like refined it to a point where they no longer really have to tweak it, they just embellish it now. You know, which is really cool, right? There's not a whole lot of games that get to that point. Usually it's like a fucking bug fest on launch day.
Yeah,
you know?
And then like now that they've clearly proved that they could do that with the one for PS4.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything about Miles Morales, but I've always wanted to play it.
Miles Morales is badass.
Was it a good game?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a game?
Yeah.
Like a
You know, it was a whole separate ass game.
Yeah, so it's like, why is this one too?
I think it's like a lot of games do that now too, where it's the sequel directly to the first game.
I understand.
And then Miles Morales is kind of like the origin, which then connects to the second game, right?
Smart.
Right. You know how like Marvel did that for a while? Like they had the mainline Marvel movies, but then they had like the offshoots that were either origin points or whatever, you know?
Makes sense.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily a prequel or a sequel. It's just in the line to tie it all together.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really smart, honestly.
Well, it's just I haven't heard too many people talk about it.
No.
But I don't know that many people with PS5s.
I don't think it had like a huge release, honestly. And to your point, like nobody had like
nothing
really
had a huge release. Yeah.
A PSV.
PSV. Like I wonder. I mean, and we've never talked about this. I wonder how bad this was for God of War.
You mean as far as launch goes?
Yeah, and just in general, because if you think about like God of War 4 for the PS4 and how they completely changed the industry by making this kind of one-shot immersive story where it's like it's not like loading screens, everything is walking into each other and tying into each other. You know what I'm saying, though? And like how for the studio, it was like this whole like revolutionary thing. And, you know, like they even made a fucking movie about how they made the thing. So then you would think the next God of War is like, this is going to be fucking awesome. This is going to be the best fucking thing ever.
Right.
They figured it out. They have the key. They have the answer. This is the game. And then it comes out for a console that nobody can have. Even to the point where the special PS5s are God of War PS5s. And I'm sure there isn't even that many out there. Compared to how many God of War PS4s, how many God of War PSPs, the red ones, you know, and God of War PS3s. You know, I bet like if as far as generations go, this was probably the hardest one they had.
Probably.
Just because the market didn't make it available for anybody to purchase.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find online if there's anything like, you know, if God of War Ragnarok was like impacted by like that huge issue, you know?
Well, being a Sony exclusive.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all the Xbox games were fine.
But
like I wonder
I'm seeing headlines everywhere that says that God of War Ragnarok sold 11 million copies in 3 months.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
How many fucking PS5s were there? That's every PS5 that was sold.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably.
That was all of them.
It's all the scalpers getting God of War so they can sell a package with their shit.
Bastards. Chubbing up the numbers.
Oh, man. Pretty much. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, there was such a huge impact. Everyone knows this, right? It was such a huge impact on, like, Sony as far as their status in the console wars, I guess you could say.
They screwed the pooch.
Yeah, because they didn't really even get the... I mean, maybe it's not necessarily their fault, but at the same time, like, regardless of whose fault it was or what happened, you know, like, Microsoft definitely dominated that whole era of console for a while, you know. People go like, well, they didn't talk about a whole lot. And it's like, yeah, because everyone was talking about how no one can get a PS5. So, of course, they're not talking about the Xbox because you can get an Xbox and be happy.
But,
you know.
The thing I'll say about the Xbox, because I've had it now since it came out, the S.
Yeah.
Versus a PlayStation 5. And we've talked about this before, but I was explaining it to somebody the other day. With PlayStation, Sony, they've focused so much on immersion and making things realistic looking that when a new console comes out, it looks and presents to be a new console.
Right.
Xbox is about their social chat, their internal hardware, keeping the online community going and alive. PlayStation was never as much into their online community as far as people getting together.
Yeah.
So Xbox makes a really good console where they update everything on the inside, but it doesn't present as a new console the same way as Sony launches a PlayStation, a new Last of Us comes out, and you go, holy fuck, dude, that looks real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the realism, like,
and they do it every
so
time.
Steep, dude. It's crazy.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. I can still remember the jump from 1 to 2 playing Tony Hawk.
Yep.
I remember the jump from 2 to 3.
Yep.
God of War.
Mm-hmm.
3 to 4 was Infamous Second Son.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 to 5 was God of War, probably.
Yeah.
Detroit Become Human, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And
a couple other games, too.
And every time a new PlayStations come out, you literally just go, that's crazy how they make it look so real.
Yeah.
And every time the Xbox comes out, or at least this time, it was like, oh, my Xbox got a little faster.
Yeah, it's always performance based.
It's like,
it's almost like you're getting a new computer.
Yeah.
You know,
like it
in a
was
way.
just like, it's cool, like in quick resume now, which is dope. And, but, I mean, like, the game looks the same as it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the same game, honestly. It's like, especially for us, where we just took a Xbox One and took the HDMI plug out of it and plugged it into a fucking Xbox Series S, and was just like, give us the games that we had, and it was like, yeah, it's all in the cloud. So here's the GTA 5 you've been playing for 7 years. It's not rendered any better. It's not remastered in any way, but
you have access to it.
Yeah, you play it. You keep playing it, and so it's like, so what's different for me as a user?
Nothing.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
How dare you?
The
Play a
fact
new
that
game.
You just bought it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And then some of these games, the quick resume fucks with them. The old games, because they weren't meant for quick resume.
Oh.
So it causes a crash when you try to come back.
Interesting.
Now you're waiting twice as long to play your game.
Yeah. It gets frozen. You have to wait for it to like just fully crash, and then you can close it all the way.
Like GTA 5, right? If you're playing online and you turn on the console, when you quick resume back into GTA, which is not your choice, it's just going to do that for you.
Right.
Unless you want to turn it off, which there's no point. That's the only thing you got with that new console is quick resume. So don't turn it off.
So why turn off that feature? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll try to launch you back in line into that server you were in whenever the fuck you turned off the console. So immediately you break the server and get kicked. And it takes for fucking ever because it's confused. So like,
at that point, like, why are you even doing it? You know?
But then at the same time, like, I can be playing Borderlands, right? I could be in the middle of a map,
mid firefight.
I don't even have to hit the pause menu.
Yeah.
And I shut the console, and then the next time I open it, I'll be in the game's pause menu.
Yeah, that same bullet that was coming at your face is still in that same spot.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. You just be walking around and be like, I'm done.
Yeah. That's nuts, dude. Yeah, I mean, and you drive home a point that, like, Xbox doesn't really obsess about their features, you know? Like Sony really, if they're going to release a console, it's feature heavy. There's something different and new about it, right? Like, even like when you look up look at the UI from like console to console, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, as far as like when you load up and whatever animation happens and how the menu rolls up and everything, it always changes, you know?
Yeah.
They keep the branding more or less the same blues, the same like wavy textures and stuff, right? Like always soft, tranquilly kind of music for the most part, right?
Very desktop icon feel,
Yeah.
whereas an Xbox makes you just a photo collage of everything you're looking at.
But they always refresh it in some new way.
Yes.
You know?
PlayStation's a lot more organized looking.
Yeah. Their presentation's probably better, I'd say.
Xbox has more just like a cancer of live tiles.
Yeah.
Like just too many live tiles, and it's just like, here's a row of live tiles for Forza.
Yeah.
Like, do I need all of these?
No.
It's like, I could just click Forza.
Yeah.
You cocksuckers.
Right.
PlayStation's like, here, bro, we've got everything you need, nicely organized into these areas.
Yep. And you can always expand it more if you want.
And,
you know, there's cloud storage.
And I don't know if this is a dumb thing or not, but with PlayStation, I think it makes you a lot more curious into finding out what your console can do because it's outlined and organized so well. With Xbox, the organization in the map is just plain fucking stupid.
Yep.
You open up a HUD, and that takes up a quarter of your screen, where you flip through the pages to get to certain things. But most of the things that you are looking for aren't going to be in those pages. They're all quick tab pages.
Right.
You have to find the settings, which means you have to go into My Apps and Games to find the actual settings.
Yeah.
Just to get small pockets of information. Whereas PlayStation kind of just let you have it.
Yeah, it lays it out
Like,
for you nicely.
you want to see how this all works? Here's the Frank and Beans. Go to this fucking file.
Yep.
Here's how it is. You want to fuck with it yourself?
Yeah, go for it.
Why not?
I mean, we might support you if it's something bad happens, but we'll let you do it.
Look, you shouldn't do this, but if you hit L1, R1 3,200 times in succession, you might open up director mode and then you can start coding inside of this console. I don't know.
You want to jailbreak
I
it?
don't
Go
fucking
for it.
know.
Go
Fuck
for
it.
it. We
Why
won't.
not?
We won't send you a new one if you break it, but you can. That's on you.
Yeah.
You
try.
Right?
Fucking. Why not?
Yeah, and also like Sony makes a lot of like one-player games, like first-player games. You know, like that's their market. You know, like the as far as the yin and the yang. Like the community thing and the online and all that stuff with Microsoft. Xbox. Sony really does lean in on the story element, the relationship of the player by themselves with the game. You know?
And Xbox is a lot more about community.
Yeah.
The Xbox community, it's a lot more about like building. That's probably why they bought Call of Duty and Blizzard. Probably because what are the most two biggest community games there are? World of Warcraft and Call of Duty.
Yep. Diablo's huge again.
Yeah.
All this shit.
Hopefully they'll dump some money into Halo and try to take it away from the esports.
That shit's dead though. I don't know if Halo's ever gonna be a bounce back the way it used to be.
I think it's all right. I
think the IP is rusted.
I played Infinite. I played the latest of the saga, and the story I felt was amazing.
Oh, good.
I thought it was a really good start to finish. There's emotions at play. It made me feel some emotions.
Okay. Wow.
But they shortened that down to about maybe a fifth.
Yep.
Or a sixth of what it should have been.
Just don't want to drop their fucking multiplayer shit.
Yeah, they wanted it all to be multiplayer because of League of Legends getting all that money and then losing it. Where are all those players now?
Yeah, gone. Dude, League is not popular at all in America.
No, Saudi Arabia just bought esports, essentially.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, dude. But it's wild how like huge League was in America.
Yeah.
It's still massive in South Korea, because like that's their esports is Koreans' thing. Like South Korea especially in particular.
Well, I would try to dive into another world too if I was always being starved and afraid of fucking bombs going off.
In North Korea they probably don't even have that at all. They don't have internet probably.
I bet they'd be hella good at the
Probably.
They'd all play jungle.
Just naturally into it.
They all play jungle only. Everybody's a jungle specialist.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, like it was massive. League was massive in America.
Yeah.
Rocking in bucks, bro. But then all of a sudden, I want to say like maybe like 8 years ago, really like 5 years ago, I guess, is when it just started plummeting. No one talks about it no more. No one cares about it anymore. Nope. There's still content circulating. There's still people who like make money off of coaching other players. But it's minuscule in comparison to how giant esports was for League and Dota and all these other things years ago.
I think, and it's something I used to say a long time ago, they're pushing sports on it too much.
Yeah.
I think that's what kills esports. It's like you got to take the word sports and make it something else. Because here's the difference, right? Let's say we're at a professional football game and a bus comes onto the field and runs over the entire starting line for both teams.
Holy shit.
It's carnage.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Bloody, gory.
The teams don't have enough players to make a game anymore. The NFL can't go into the stands.
No, the game's canceled.
And be like, who
wants to play? Who's
a D1 athlete that wants to run, jump, and sprint and can handle getting hit by Mack trucks? Whereas in like of League of Legends, let's say a bad case of the sniffles went around and all of Cloud9 went down. You can reach into the sea of Koreans in the stands and pick 5 and probably still have a pretty competitive game.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody, just fucking whoever. It's like, I'm gonna hold up this headphone. The first person who can make me come gets this headphone. That's
what the fuck?
And then just thousands of Koreans, like almost like one,
once.
like the anchovies in the first episode of SpongeBob. Like they're creating actual forces as a group of waves and tension. You'll still have a great fucking game. Like, no matter who you get in that.
100%.
So I think that's why sports is like they're trying to take calling them esports athletes It just made.
Yeah.
I think it just finally made the rest of America just go, fuck you, fucking nerd. Fuck
yeah,
you.
it's so hard because like it's
I'm an athlete.
it's like I get like on one side like sports is just competitive games. You know, that's the definition of sports.
Yeah.
You know,
Is that the
Like,
definition?
I think I looked it up a while ago.
What's the hard
and it's like
definition?
there's nothing like that says like with a ball. You know.
But it might say physical.
Definition. I don't think so
Definition.
because
Sports.
chess is a sport.
No, it's not.
It's like that.
An activity
it?
involving physical exertion
Exertion.
and skill in which an individual or team competes
Competes
another
Yeah.
against another or others for entertainment.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the
physical exertion.
Yeah, exactly. And then the informal is a person who behaves in a good or specified way. Blah 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 blah. Oh, you're a good old sport.
Oh, you
yeah.
are a good sport.
Yeah. So definitely, as far as physical exertion goes, I don't think so. And I've seen people on YouTube like do the bullshit where, and I say it's bullshit because it doesn't make sense to me. But like when you're on, they're on stage and they'll do like heart rate monitors and like you see some of these motherfuckers sweating like crazy and
Oh,
stuff.
that shit's ridiculous.
And it's like, well, yeah, they're sweating because everybody sweats under pressure,
Yeah.
you know, and like it's
Well, I mean,
like
fuck.
everyone's heart rate goes up under pressure.
if I get the right burrito from the right food truck
Yeah.
and I sit down,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shitting my pants.
Right, yeah.
In which case my
Yeah.
heart rate's gonna be going up. I'm sweating. Speaking of shitting my pants, dude, I started like not a diet, but just a new thing that I'm doing this week.
What a segue. Okay. Yeah.
So when I wake up, I drink a protein drink
Yep.
and a bottle of green tea, and I have been shitting.
I was gonna say, dude, that's probably like pumping through your body.
dude, my shits have been black.
Dude. Hey, dude. I've been taking shits like no other, dude.
Oh my god, there was this lady yesterday, man. She was wearing an oxygen tank. And thank God, because I think that's what saved her. I'm in the closet working on her furnace. I got one hand in the furnace, the other physically holding my ass cheeks together. Like I'm talking about down the back of my pants. I don't trust my own asshole at this
You're trying
point.
to keep the pressure in.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze my own tension to keep that bad boy from coming.
Oh my God, the reservoir's about to
Yeah.
blow.
Dude,
Oh, man.
Today I'm at this little old lady.
Niagara Falls.
I'm at this little old lady's house, and her furnace is like up in the attic, right? So I pull up my ladder.
Of course it is.
I know. I pull up my ladder. I climb up into there. First thing that happens, which is terrifying, the condensate line, which is like a PVC pipe. They built it really.
I actually know what that is.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
They built it pretty high up to make like a P-trap, essentially,
Oh, okay.
and it went through my suspenders.
Oh no. What?
So I climbed up into the attic, and like I kind of had to like go directly between like joists that were built at a pitch.
Yeah.
So I'm climbing up and then into a triangle sideways,
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
essentially. So
Okay.
imagine you're getting to the top and you're kind of grabbing joists and almost laying down to get it in.
Okay.
'Cause-
Interesting.
And that's the only space you have. So
Yeah,
you have to
yeah,
roll over
yeah.
to work on the fucking
sucks.
thing. It sucks a lot of
That
dick.
sucks a lot of dick.
A lot of dick. And before I walked in there, I needed to shit my pants. So I climb up. This thing, I lay down from the top of the ladder, and then all of a sudden I can't move. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I reach back, and my suspenders caught on the fucking condensate line. I'm like, I can't just break this thing. So I'm trying to like lift up my suspender, which is clamped to my fucking pants. And I can't get it high enough to go over the loop.
Yeah.
And my feet are still out of the hole. So now it's like
no.
now it's like time for panic,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna fall out of this attic because I'm stuck with my fucking suspenders. I was so happy
You're
about
like
these things.
suspended almost, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like your suspenders are like your cable tie.
Yeah.
Like you're a stunt double.
Oh yeah, I
Was
ended
it
up-
pulling up on your ass or was it like
was pulling
like
up.
where you're getting a wedgie basically, like a cartoon?
It was kind of
Almost.
like it was kind of doing that, but it was also mostly just immobilizing me entirely. It was as if you just came up behind me and grabbed me by the back
Dangling.
of the shirt and I can't move.
Yeah.
Like, well, I can't do anything.
That's
And I'm
all.
already laying down. you know?
Yeah.
So then I genius mode. I just unhooked it from my pants, and it snapped around the pipe, and then I freed myself and I
Right.
hooked it back on.
Hell yeah.
But then I was like, I still need to shit hella bad. So I clean the furnace, and then I go down, and this lady's old as shit, and I'm upstairs, she's downstairs. So I'm just like, I don't even have time for anything. So I just go down. I immediately start shitting.
Oh no!
And it's funny is because
buckets.
my ladder is right next to that bathroom.
Yep.
So I start shitting and I'm like, we're good. She's never gonna know. And then within a minute, I just hear, "How is it up there?"
Oops.
So she's standing at the bottom of the ladder and I'm shitting next to her. She has no idea. She goes, "Hello," and I'm just silent. I'm playing pause.
Oh no!
And then I just one more hello, and then I hear the ladder move a little bit. I was like, she's not gonna, no way. And then she disappeared. And like in Jurassic Park, I just let out so much more shit of
oh
relief.
my god!
I was like, oh,
bro.
and then just more shit.
Yeah, dude, Jesus,
yeah.
fuck, dude.
That's just been awful.
You had a
dude.
bucket?
What?
What did you say?
No.
You were shitting next to her?
No, I was in her bathroom.
Oh, bathroom. I heard bucket in
no,
my
no.
head.
See, the ladder was literally.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
the Lord,
I've
bro.
considered it. I've
thank
considered
the Lord.
After doing this new thing, there's been a few times in the last week or so where I have considered just shitting
Yeah.
outside because I'm gonna need
Yeah,
to.
dude, in my head, because I know that sometimes you guys are in those scenarios.
Yeah.
You know, like in my head, I was like seeing you somehow like, divided from her, but on a bucket
Yeah.
nearby.
Yeah.
Just,
No, my ladder.
holy shit, that'd have been wild.
No, my ladder.
Okay.
My ladder was so
That's better.
close to the bathroom door that you actually
Yeah.
could hit the ladder opening the door with it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's better. That's
so
fine.
she's
that's fine.
she's just on the other side of this little wall
Okay.
right here.
Okay. How come you didn't say anything?
Because I didn't ask her if I could blow her toilet up all sorts of sideways.
Oh, fair.
And I didn't want her to find out that way.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, like,
fair.
I mean, because I just got liquid rage coming
Yeah,
out of my
yeah,
ass.
it's a geyser up in that
It's
shit.
dark
Yeah,
too. It's like it's cleaning
Niagara
out.
Falls, motherfucker.
It's cleaning out decades of hate.
The dam has
just-
been broken.
Yeah, it's fucking evil. It is not good what is happening to my body.
Oh
right
my
now.
god, everyone's been there for sure.
Oh
You ever
my-
had those shits where like you got to go so bad that like as you're taking your pants down, it's ready to evacuate.
Oh,
you know,
dude.
and you go to sit down, and it's already coming out, so you have to like sit down as fast as you fucking can.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where you're,
Yeah, dude.
where you're almost like, am I about to get my socks dirty? I
Yeah,
swear to
yeah,
God.
yeah,
I
100%.
swear to Christ. You ever had one of those shits where you got shit really bad and then you finally get there and now you can't because you were holding it back for so long, so hard that it went back into your body.
Usually, I'm if I get that far, usually it's like I'm not going to the bathroom by then. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm going to the bathroom, my body knows it. That's the thing too, because everyone does this, right? Everyone is fine.
Yeah.
They've got to pee or take a shit or whatever, and they're on the way home and they're commuting or whatever, right? And they're fine, right? They're fine. And then all of a sudden, you turn onto your street, and your body's like, I know where I am. Oh, evacuate everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck. That was fine seconds ago. You know?
You've never had the opposite where
no,
like
nope.
you're in the commute and you're like, I got to shit so fucking bad. This is awful. And then it's like a long commute. And like you've been holding it for like 45 minutes. At one point it kind of subsides. And then you get home and you're like, oh, I had to shit, didn't I?
Yes. Okay. Yes. I've been there before. When there's enough time in between.
Yeah.
You know.
Like you fought the battle so hard that there was like a nice little standing rest.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you
yeah.
almost forget about the war.
They retreated for a little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
Christmas.
It's like
It's
Christmas.
Christmas in the no-go zone.
Oh my god. Okay. So let me check on time first. Actually, because I don't have it up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. We're almost. Holy shit. Okay.
Nice.
What the fuck? Oh, and the weed pen's done. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. By the way, folks, we're recording this shit at fucking buttfuck o'clock in the night.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's been a long couple weeks.
Okay, I had a karma story.
Karma story. Okay.
Karma story.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, hit me with
all
it.
right. So I get a phone call from my coworker saying, hey, man, I got a flat on the way to work. My tires popped. I called the boss, and the boss said to call you.
What?
That's what I said.
What?
Yeah. It's like,
What are you
calling
gonna
me?
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you literally just, that's exactly
What
what
the
I
fuck
said.
are you gonna do?
That was a pretty good guess from you. Yeah.
I'd like to say I have good instincts.
Read me like a fucking book. I literally said to him, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't have the company credit card or any of that kind of shit.
It's not like you're fucking like, oh yeah, man, just hop into my fucking car.
Or do you have to fight
know?
somebody and they were proposing that I'd be good to be on your
To
team?
help? Yeah.
like,
Are we
alright.
like, it's a tag team? What's happening here?
So so my boss shows up as like I'm talking to him about it, and I walk up and I'm like, so what the fuck do you want me to do about all this? And so they're like, does it have a spare? And I'm like, I don't know. It's not my van. I've never seen it. I've never happened to be in a roadside emergency with it. I don't know if it has a spare or a jack or anything.
Yeah.
And so they go, well, just go down there and find out. And I was like, yeah, why not? Let's just add stupid to the situation.
Yeah.
We already got this dumbass. Let's have another.
So you're not a mechanic.
Let's get another head scratcher out there.
Yeah.
So I had another guy I was going to be working with, so I was like, you might as well just come with me. So the two of us go out there. I remember that I have AAA. And I'm like, cool, AAA could probably just put the spare on it. I go in my wallet, I don't have the fucking AAA.
No, fuck. Dude, that's the worst.
So then I go on their website and I put in my name and info. Not valid.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm on it through my roommates.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe she spelled my name wrong, but I've typed in my name and it was not there. So I typed in her name. Hail Mary. Immediately approved. And I type in the note for the tow driver. I don't have the AAA card with me, nor is it my name on the card that I submitted.
Oops.
So please, why don't you go ahead and give me a call before you show up so I don't waste your time. I literally wrote in the bubble so I don't waste your time.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, hey, man, I'm almost here.
Yeah.
I'm like, so AAA guy shows up, and I tell him, I was like, hey, man, like, I tried to write the note. I don't have the card with me, and, like, is there a way you can look it up? And he just goes, fuck, like, I won't tell anybody if you don't. And I was like, I definitely won't talk.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I definitely won't talk
you
about this
the
on my
man.
podcast.
This is the guy. Yeah. We're definitely not going to put this on blast on the show for 57 other people to listen to.
Yeah, no fucking way am I ever going to bring this shit up.
Well, no, for real. Shout out to him, though. Dude, he could have fucked you and left.
He could have just told me to fuck myself 1,000 times.
Yeah, but he didn't.
And it wasn't my van, so I also could have been like, it sucks for you, bitch, to my coworker. Yeah. So he actually ends up helping us, right? So he has the tool we do have a spare, luckily, under the van, and he had the tool to get it out because you need a special tool to lower it. Mm-hmm. And then he throws it on the whole time. We're in front of Target, so there's a lot of chicks in spandex going on. So I'm like relating to the tow truck guy. I'm like, you see that one? He's like, dude, he's fucking loving it, bro. Yeah. And this little Korean chick drives by, and he goes, hey, you got a flat. You got a AAA. You got to call AAA. Ah!
Oh my God.
Hella loud.
Oh my God.
Just echoing across this Target parking lot. I loved it. He's like,
having a good time.
And she's like, can you help me? He's like, you got AAA? And she goes, no. And he goes, well, no. No.
Can't fucking help you, bitch.
Yeah. So he's like, give me a second. He looks at her tire. He's looking for like a hole. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, all right, I can put some air in it for you. Go park down there. And when I'm done with these guys, I'll help you out, right? So he finishes up with us, and I tell my coworker to move the van because he's like in a handicap space in the front row. Mm-hmm. So he goes to move it, and then I look over and I see the AAA guy talking to the girl. Then I see him talking to my coworker in the van. Then he's driving up to me and the other guy, my other coworker.
Wow.
And he rolls down the window and he goes, hey, I got a call I got to go to. That girl's stranded. I told you guys could help her out.
What? How? What?
And I'm like, we couldn't change our own tire.
Yeah, you're here to help us, bro. What makes you think we can help her?
Yeah. Well, you think that we didn't have the information we had before?
Yeah.
Now, after watching you, we
know
inherited
everything. We know everything.
Yeah, your AAA ways.
By proxy? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I was around it. I must know what I'm doing.
Yes.
So we walk up to her because, like, I looked at the guys and I was like, look, he just did something pretty fucking awesome for us. The universe in itself just let us be very lucky here. Mm-hmm. Who are we to just walk away?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, after such a great thing happened to us, it does seem kind of fucked up to be like, well, they can fuck them.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Sucks to be a loser.
Yeah,
so,
give back the good karma.
Yeah, so we walk up and I introduce myself because I'm the most not weird out of the three of us. And,
fair.
And I said, do you have an emergency roadside kit? And she goes, yeah, I think so. And she pops the trunk, and there's a little jack and a donut tire. So my coworker starts jacking it up. In the meantime, I rip the tire off, put the new one on, tighten it by the time he gets it up. Or by the time he gets it up, I can immediately pull the tire off. And then by the time he's got all the way down, I've got the new tire already set and
Nice.
tightened.
Okay.
We showed her where Pep Boys was. We told her if you follow this coworker, he's going there too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's not like the funniest story in the world.
No, but
But it
you give
wasn't
the full picture.
It wasn't really interesting to be like, oh wow, like we're fucked, and that was really cool that happened. Now you're gonna hit us with this, and we kind of all agreed, like,
yeah.
no, we kind of have to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
Like,
The universe was like kind of put you in
Yeah.
a scenario where, hey, like if you don't do this, I'ma fuck you later.
Yeah.
You don't know how, you don't know when,
Yeah.
but I'ma fuck you later.
Oh yeah,
You
And
know?
then imagine the perspective of that like young Korean chick. She was like a fresh DVC student.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
They
could
all
tell.
live over there anyway.
Looks terrified.
There's a shit ton of foreign exchange students over by that area.
Oh yeah, and
a
like
fuck ton.
oh well, yeah, they learned the system.
Oh yeah.
But
They've beat the system
by a long shot.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
They're making some money off
But-
us Americans.
It was interesting to think of the perspective that we gave her
Yeah.
because 3 dudes came up, didn't hit on her, actually helped her
And then left.
way more than they needed to, didn't ask for anything, and then left kindly. That's not necessarily the story you hear about living in California.
Yeah, you always hear the negative.
Yeah.
So it's because it's always you against the world,
Yeah.
or like everyone
Yeah.
for themselves, or something
Yeah.
like that. You
And
know.
where the funny ties in is that means now it's going to be a little easier for the next guy to rape her.
Yikes.